Yo, and welcome everyone to Anfield Road TV. Not the result we wanted, was it, Reds? Absolutely diabolical in terms of the performance tonight. We will speak about that, Reds. If you want to get your say, very welcome to jump on as long as you've got a working camera and obviously microphone as well. We will add it into the show. Obviously, you'll have 2 minutes, have your say as well on the show and get your thoughts as well. And obviously, we're playing AC Milan in a couple of days' time, really. And I think they've literally just checking now. I think they've just walloped Vitesse. Is that 4-0 now? I'll quickly check on that. Yeah, it was a 4-0 in terms of them playing tonight. Yeah, 4-0 with 4 minutes to go in their game as well. Obviously, let's have a little look at the goal scorers. Theo Hernandez, Gabby, Pulisic, and Tammy Abraham all getting all 4 goals in the opening 45 minutes of that game as well. If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video if you are new around here. And yeah, as any Forest fans, well done. First win at Anfield since 1969. Very long time ago anyway. And yeah, not too bad. Big up there, Calvin. How are we doing, lads? And if we can hit the 100 like target tonight, that would be absolutely fantastic as well. Big up there, North. How are we, mates? Absolutely shocking. And Tuesday night, who knows as well, North. That's the thing. The main point, really, take my headphones off whilst there. If K-Mac, if you are tuning in, mate, or obviously Niall, click the link, mate, and you can be welcome to join. Anyone's welcome to join as well. And yeah, North, the main thing off the back of today's performance, I think all of us going into this game fully did anticipate to put in a performance level that has been seen and required already so far in the Premier League. But I think just the whole application, Reds, let us know. It was so much off, as I said on a little short video done after the game as well. There was the constant spam of balls really on the diag when the balls weren't really on. There was an almost rushed nature in regards to obviously Liverpool's game and what we've seen in the last couple of weeks as well, and the positive nature, in all honesty, from what we've seen. We can only judge from the sample size, the small sample size that we've seen from Liverpool under Arne Slot, is we haven't seen that today. And obviously, hopefully we don't see it on many of occasion this season, but it will be expected, as I said on the pre-match show, as it's been built up to this season as well. There will be, I've constantly said, there will be bumps along the road. It's how this Liverpool team do react. Obviously, come what, AC Milan in a couple of nights' time anyway, and we need to put in a performance because obviously they've just won 4-0 tonight. I know we've had some favourable results going away from AC Milan in the Champions League in recent seasons, but you've got to play the match in front of you and you've got to put in a performance that is required and as expected of represent Liverpool as well. So big up there, Jordan as well. How are we, lads? Not too bad of a little YouTube icon there, like Chiesa. Big up there, Jordan. Hope you're well, mate. Obviously, Doug saying congratulations to Forest. Had a game plan and executed it to perfection. Hudson Odoi, great winning goal too as well. Big up there, Jamie. Slot got bullied by Nuno Espirito Santo. Crime against football. Sure, it's a bit of a mad on that, Jamie. But obviously, Nuno, playing in the Saudi League prior to his move to Forest. Obviously, not playing, but managing in the Saudi League as well. It was there. What Reds? What do you put that in regards? What's the most frustrating aspect of the game this evening? This afternoon, because it was so much. You can we as we will tonight. We might pick out a lot of performances, and quite rightly so. But I just didn't. It's just crazy. But these are the games that you will find out the most. I think obviously it would have been amazing if we won the first 5-10 games as well. But Liverpool were bound to lose games, but we would have liked to have been a bit more couple of weeks further down the road as well. Because I think if Liverpool, say, went 10 games unbeaten, then it would have been absolutely amazing. It's this nature as well, and how it transpired within the game as well. The substitutions, the sloppiness from the sideline as well. The substitutions when they come on, Reds, done nothing. And that's obviously something that we've all questioned at the back end of Jurgen Klopp's tenure, was obviously that reactive nature. And that's what we have liked so far since we've seen Arne Slot. manage Liverpool is obviously the first game of the league season against Ipswich. He didn't hold any punches really in terms of taking Quansah off at half time, bringing on Ibu, and being very reactionary in regards to his substitutions. So yeah, it was a strange one today, a very, very, very strange one. As Jamie said there, everything really. Yes, Jamie, you know my thoughts, mate. Anyone that's a regular viewer on my channel, Szoboszlai coming for big money since he's coming to Liverpool. We haven't seen the best of him. I think he was utilised wrongly under Jurgen Klopp. I think Jurgen Klopp was trying to turn him into literally Jordan Henderson in terms of just getting him and then making him run the whole length of the pitch and then try and protect Trent's side of the pitch and then obviously then wanting them to go forward and score the occasional banger as well. But it was disappointing tonight, Jay. I was speaking to the lads as well, and even when the ball gets crossed back to him on so many occasions so far this season and in a couple of weeks, he's got that ability on the ball to strike that across the goalkeeper, across the line anyway. Obviously, that little chance he had in the second half, the back end of the game where it just gets a deflection where he takes a touch and then obviously I think it was Murillo got on the end of it. It's disappointing to say the least anyway, but yeah, as North said, the substitutions were awful. And the thing is, Reds, you do wonder, and to play devil's advocate really in regards to, say, Liverpool do get a couple of injuries, because it will happen. It's like almost like saying like Liverpool would eventually get beat or drop points. We have had today. I can be as positive, or any of us can be as positive, but you've got to put kind of the right balance on it as well to a point. Because when Salah's off it, when Diaz or Jota is not on it, it's up to the other players as well, whether that be for the midfielders, whether that be one of the fullbacks as well, need to step up. It's going to be a very difficult moment when if Salah signs a new deal, made up, but when that eventual time does come for Salah to leave the football club, there either needs to be a couple of players already in this team that, and I mean, really need to step up to Salah's level in terms of being consistently getting 20 goals in the Premier League every single season, like Salah has done. Because even when Salah has a bad season, the rival fans go, oh, he's been awful. But my man Salah's got, 20 plus goals, 15, 10 plus assists on a regular cadence as well. So you're looking at the likes of the lads that come on. It was a case of, from a tactical aspect today, obviously the players that come on, it was extremely difficult because if you played football at any level, it's so much difficult, and especially in the Premier League, when you've got that elite level coach. And I know everyone has the thoughts on Nuno, but he's a decent manager. He's not awful. But the one thing he knows how to do is set up a very much resolute defensive block. I know he didn't have a good time at Tottenham, but not many managers, when they go to Tottenham, have a very good time, because we know obviously the expectations of their football club is to celebrate having a Beyonce's concert and all that, and a cheeky NFL concert, and they're not really bothered about the football and winning trophies anyway. So the expectation at Tottenham with Nuno when he was there was just do what Tottenham do every season, qualify for top 6 or whatever it was. But yeah, it's defensively, the low block under Jurgen Klopp was always an issue. Low block against Rafa Benitez was always an issue. Like, these results over the last 20, 25 plus years at Liverpool, regardless of the managers, it's always these results that always sting us at the back end of the season. Because you look at that season where we come second behind Manchester United in that great season we had under Rafa. Just look at the sheer amount of absolute draws we had in that year. Was it like 9 or 11? Something stupid. It's ridiculous. And you can't be winning league titles. You can't be competing for any big trophies. And we will be there. Come what? Could you imagine? It's literally, is someone scored there, Doug?
Yeah,
Nkunku. How long's left?
5 minutes.
Oh, Chelsea have just scored. Nkunku. Big result for that for Chelsea anyway. And go and check out how many yellow cards are in that game. I think both teams will be very much getting a massive fine, because I think we must be on about 6-7 bookings each in that game. Very much surprised no one's been sent off in that one, but it is what it is. Mate, we keep buying central attacking midfielders when we don't play with a central midfielder. Coutinho was the last good one as well. And Jay, even to a point where we had Coutinho under Klopp, we were playing him left wing certain elements as well. And it's just madness, mate. It's absolutely madness. And I get your point, mate, as well. But that's the most difficult thing in football is breaking down. I get like any team, especially when there's literally putting every single man inside the penalty area. But like today, it didn't. It showed and highlighted exactly why Liverpool struggled. It was we'd get in and around the penalty area, and then we'd look to play a diagonal ball into the penalty area or a 5-10 yard ball to hit over the top too much as well. So it's disappointing to say the least, mate. Impossible, in my opinion. Once Salah leaves, we'll have to wait to see someone like him again if he's in the top 10. Let's see. Yeah, Jamie, even top 5, mate. He certainly, if he wins 1 or 2 more league titles, for Salah's sake and for our football club's sake, I want him to win because he will go down as, for me, and easy in the top 5, especially if he can get 1 or 2 more trophies as well. He's already up there anyway, but with his goals and his assists and his impact on this Liverpool side. But yeah, would be nice for his own personal accolades as well as the club. But yeah, it will be a disappointing day when that time does eventually come. But that's where it comes to Liverpool's pre-preparation, pre-planning as well. Liverpool need to look at what we've been doing in the previous windows in regards to a 6, where we're putting bids in for 6s and we're not really getting the deals over the line. It's laughable, really. It's a lack of planning, and you'd like to hope that obviously Mavrashvili is coming in. I do think in terms of Alisson, in a year or 2, I think he will be going to the Saudi League. I'm pretty sure he's very much, I know his comments over the last 12 months, he's already said he sees a future at Liverpool and on Merseyside, but money talks in football as well, as we know. But yeah, big up there, Doug. I'm amazed a lot of people are tipping Forest to go down at the front lines. Yeah, it should be. There's enough goals in that, and obviously good signing. Milenkovic, obviously the Fiorentina centre half as well. Got a lot of experience. That's for Coutinho, Salah, Mane, and Bobby. Was magic for the 5 months we got out of it as well. Yeah, special times there, Jay. But yeah, the money was too good to turn down in regards to Coutinho. Like you look at his career now. Playing in Brazil, is he? I think he is. Who's he playing for in Brazil? But another one of them. Make sure you are dropping a like on the video as well. If I haven't already done so, as I said, YouTubers we know doesn't like it when you do more than one show in a day. Doesn't push out your notifications. So 16 of you's in. Get those likes up, everyone. Only 5 likes. Get that up straight to 16 likes as quick as we possibly can as well. Nice one there, Doug. Ambassador de Gama. But in terms of individual player performances as well, we'll go through it. And before any of the Forest fans on the watch along, huge credit has to go to you as well. Well done. Very well defensively executed and a great game plan, really. But it's more or less the same game plan that every single football club has in regards to, unless you're Manchester City or unless you're in Arsenal, where you're looking to sit behind the ball and look to counter-attack as well. It's just not going to happen as well. Big up there, Michael, as well. Corleone. Big up there, matey. Hope you're well. And he said, 75% win percent. We beat United, and I'm happy with the start. Choppy waters coming through, guys. Strap in as well. 100% there, Michael. I think it's the thing. If that loss was to United and we had a win against Forest, then obviously hindsight, everyone will be like, oh yeah, we've lost the more difficult game. But I think that's what annoys every single one of us is we've beat United, but I think anyone can beat United this minute unless you're Southampton. But it's then the home game off the back of the United game. You're like, oh, but we should be beating Forest. I know, and as I said on my watch long, football's not won on paper, but when you've got that enough, we've got enough quality in that team to break down Forest. But it is what it is. There's a lot of factors, but we'll quickly go into in regards to statistics. They mean Nottm, the only main statistic that matters is the scoreline. But in terms of the chances Liverpool created, we had 14 shots to Forest's 5 shots within the game. Liverpool had 5 shots on target to Forest's 3 shots on target. And Liverpool dominated possession, as always is the case, but a staggering 69% possession to Forest's 31%. But even in that 31% for Forest, we can all remember their counter-attacks within that game, playing through the lines. I think the one disappointing thing in regards to today's was in transition. There was elements of, it looked like we were getting managed under Jurgen Klopp as well, where there was literally about 7 attackers inside Forest's own box, and then we got counter-attacked on their goal as well. Yeah, people have said Bradley, but it's a whole team collective as well. It's like the centre half standing up, Ibu's too far away, Van Dijk is at the other end of the box as well. So there's a lot of factors, but the main thing is you don't lose that ball. I think, was it Nunes, Reds? I think it was, losing the ball in the opposition half as well. You can't be doing that. Obviously, that where they lost the ball at Old Trafford last season in the FA Cup, whether that's Nunes, whoever that is for Liverpool, but tonight, you can't be doing that. I'm sorry, at any level, even Champions League or Premier League, you can very much you can't be allowed to do that, because it just leaves you exposed, as they did on the counter-attack, and they just cut through us with absolute ease as well. Pick up there, Michael. He's saying, I think our midfield depth just won't be good enough for the title charge. We really need one more technique-based central midfielder. I'd 100% agree, mate. I think we all would. It's going to be one of them again. As a fan base, we're praying that we don't get injuries, but we're Liverpool. We shouldn't be in this position. But when you say, "Oh, I'd like a little signing," everyone goes, or sections of the fan base go, "Be grateful for what you've got." It's like, hang on, no, you can be happy and being content, but you could always want that quality to get better as well. You can never have enough good players in your football club, can you, Michael? Reds, you can never. But we are literally praying that we don't get any big injuries. The amount of times that Maka got absolutely walloped today against Forest, and we're all looking at each other, wherever you're watching or if you're in the ground, and you're like, oh, it's like, don't be injured, Maka. Because as we've seen in the game, as soon as he come off, it was just free for all, really, in regards to both teams. End-to-end basketball, there was such a lack of control. And that's what you get. Gravenberch, for his brilliance the last couple of weeks as well, we know he's been Liverpool's standout alongside Salah. But this is where Gravenberch needs a bit of help as well. And I know we've spoken about Dominic Szoboszlai as well, but if Gravenberch isn't on it, he's been really good for Liverpool so far. Then the onus does pass on to the other players as well. I think that's one of the worst games I've seen from Andy Robbo as well, though, Reds, in a very long time. What I didn't like in that second half, Reds, I don't know if you've picked up on it, was the amount of overlapping runs, inward lapping runs as well, where, especially in the second half when Gakpo and Nunes come on, there was no one holding that line. So even when Liverpool went down the left-hand side, even when Costas come on, we weren't holding our line. It was either someone was running offside, but you need that width. And I think we really needed that width as well today in regards to the way in which we want to play. But just evident, Salah was marked out of the game as well. And I mean really marked out of the game. It was like when we used to play Manchester United at Old Trafford, when United would kind of get a draw or make it a draw anyway against Liverpool and shut Salah down. I didn't like that, but that's always going to be the case when Liverpool come up against anyone. Even when we come up against AC Milan in the midweek as well, they'll probably their whole game plan will just be try and close down Trent, close down McAllister, and close down Salah as well. And then they'll look to spring Liverpool on a counter-attack as well. Obviously, Rafael Leao coming up against Trent midweek as well. Theo Hernandez. These are players that will very much hurt Liverpool down that left-hand, or down Liverpool's right-hand side anyway. And obviously AC Milan's left-hand side. But it is disappointing. And it's, as Michael said there, and the Sobo and the 10, thing is, it worked against United, didn't it? But I think it works. Any tactics work against Manchester United at this moment in time, because Szoboszlai, as we know, in that game, come off the left-hand channel, and the left-hand midfield anyway. But it's all about that interchange and fluidity, really. But at the end of the day, coaching instructions from Szoboszlai, he needs to just pull his finger out, really, and put in some half-decent performances, because it's not just Szoboszlai, but the later the season does go on, we signed him for big money. The thing is, we know his quality. We've seen what he was doing at RB Leipzig, so we know there's a player in there. So hopefully the penny will drop with him. We'd be here for another 3 hours as well with Núñez. Didn't really get an opportunity to touch the ball. Neither did I didn't even know Gakpo was even on the pitch when he come on. I think he must have had about 2 or 3 touches on the ball. It's not good enough, really. Our midfield depth is Endo, who's lot don't fancy, Harvey Curtis, who's obviously injured prone, and Tyler Morton as well there, Michael, as well. Yeah, Sobo annoys me, he's 100%. Núñez needs to find something from somewhere. No international fresh break as a daisy, but came on and was terrible. It's getting really hard to defend him. He needs to get with it as well. Yeah, I think the main thing today's game, North, we know Núñez's skill set. He's a player that likes to expose the space in behind. But every single team that comes up against Liverpool, doesn't matter about what Forest done today. That was textbook. If anyone's come up against Liverpool this season, the blueprint how to beat Liverpool today was done by Forest. And it won't just be Forest that have seen that game and they've done the game plan. Every other Premier League manager will be looking at them going, sounds. We're trying to emulate. It's difficult to emulate what Forest done in terms of, because you'd like to think in spells within a game when Liverpool are playing, always opportunities in certain games, but not today. Forest were, up until the 95th minute, they were absolutely excellent at every single minute within that game in terms of putting bodies on the line, freezing plays out. But with Núñez, though, North, it is frustrating, mate. I think he's still got the end of the season. If it doesn't work out, I think he will be gone. Mainly due to the fact of I just don't think he will fit Arne Slot's style of football, really. As much as Arne comes out and says in his interviews that he will give him an opportunity and everything, not just Núñez, but I think there will be a couple of players leaving at the end of the season that just don't suit Arne Slot's style of football as well. And potentially would Szoboszlai be one of those type of players? You never know. We'll find out in the next 12 months, 24 months anyway. But there's Arne Slot would have learned, as much as the poor performance today, Reds, he'll be going home tonight and being like, well, I found a lot more out from some of the characters within that squad as well. Some of them haven't really got the stomach. Big up there, Bonkers. Hope you're well, mate. Make sure you are smashing that like button as well, everyone. You absolute legends. Bonk said, should have put Szoboszlai in the Mac position when he came off and put Jota in the 10, Núñez or Gakpo forwards as well. Even like an extra striker. Well, we threw the kitchen sink at him. We literally, we subbed the defender off and literally threw Curtis Jones a bit more higher up the pitch as well. But now that would have been the talk anyway. 1-0 Chelsea, big result for them. Núñez's slot system. Núñez's slot system just ain't gonna work as well. I think he moves on. I'll agree there, Michael. I think it won't just be him, mate. It will be a couple of players, really, which is disappointing. But yeah, chat. It was only a little short one. As I said, done a little short today. Also the corners were wasteful. That's the main thing as well, though, North. Like in any game, doesn't matter if you're playing City, Forest, or whatnot. You need to take your maximum. Because how many times in the Jurgen Klopp era where we're just wasteful? Thing is, Dominic Szoboszlai, when he was in Germany, he was banging free kicks in, he was scoring screamers, he was one of the best. That's one of his biggest assets as well as a player, is his ability on the ball in terms of crossing balls in and set pieces as well. I know it's difficult when you've got Trent there, but even still, like, come on, like, we need to be. You got big players in the box as well. Gravenberch, Canate, Virgil van Dijk, Núñez when he was on the pitch as well. Historically, in his career, he's a player that is very good in the air as well. So it's one of them, Reds. Disappointing. Going into the Milan game, we need to book up our ideas. They've just come off the back of a big 4-0 win at home. Obviously, they haven't started the season as well as they wanted, but they will raise their game. Their expectations will go through the roof when they play Liverpool. It's the two big European heavyweights going head to head as well. Yeah, we'll big up their chat as well. We'll do plenty more shows tomorrow as well, everyone. And yeah, massive thank you for tuning in. It was only going to be a short one anyway, but try and get Kevin or the other lads on tomorrow for a bit more of a. We'll be live at 6 p.m. UK time, GMT, Reds. So keep an eye on the channel for that as well. If you do enjoy the short form content, do check out obviously the TikTok, Anfield Road TV, obviously the shorts on YouTube as well. Plenty more content on all those social media platforms as well. So stay tuned. Drop us a follow on that as well. You're absolute legends. But Reds, see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time. Disappointing. Massively disappointing, really. But I'm more interested in what you all think there, Reds. Let us know in the comment section below. My massive thank you to everyone that is tuned in tonight. Bonkers Michael, Doug as well, Mark, Jamie, Jordan. Big up there, John. Hi, Jack. Why do we struggle? Sorry there, John. I thought I brought that up anyway. I do apologise, mate. Hi, Jack. Do you think we struggle against the low block teams? If so, it's frustrating. We need to work it out. We do, John. And that's the main thing going into, obviously, the next couple of weeks, next couple of months as well, is getting a formula, really, in regards to, well, that's always been our issue, mate, as a club. Really struggling to break down low blocks. Same as a quick summary, Trent, stop the spamming of the diagonal balls when it's not on. Fair enough. When it's on, play it. But when it's not, just keep it simple. Keep it simple, lads. Gravenberch, McAllister, we know how important they've been, but then you were massively let down with the substitutions that come on. But yeah, but fair play, Forest. Sat behind the ball, but very much exposed Liverpool on the counter attack. And Liverpool were left to very much feed off scraps, really, in that second half as well. But yeah, let's get to North's comments as well. Just maybe we'll look back at this game and talk about the Forest game being a wake-up call that spurred us on to better things. We need to solidify Anfield, make it a scary place again. 100% there, North. 100%, mate. Yeah, suppose being so well. But Reds, see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time. If you don't get your notification, Reds, we will be live on the channel as well. So we will be live at 6 p.m. UK time, GMT. Everyone, have a lovely rest of your Saturday evening, wherever you are, or if you're watching this on the repeat on Sunday morning. We'll see you again today at 6. But Reds, see you later. Have a lovely rest of your night, and you never walk alone. Ta-da.